Pause for the dog lapping up his water. He has a great sense of timing. Are you done? Okay. Hi. So today I'm going to be talking about my hair, the products I use to wash and condition, and how I style it, and all that jazz. So I will start first with how I wash it. I alternate between, where is it? There. This is the, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's, can you see it? Schwarzkopf? Anyways, it's the Blonde Me Supreme Blonde Hair Quality. And it's a color enhancing blonde shampoo, and it's cool ice. So it's an anti-yellow effect. You could see the blue on my hands too. So it's like this purpley blue, and it helps with the brassiness. So I use this about once a week, and it really does help with the brassiness. And then when I was a darker blonde, I liked using the caramel color because it just added this nice warmth. But yes, so I go through this one a lot, obviously, especially when I first highlight my hair. And then sometimes I'll, like, at least once, because I don't wash my hair often. I wash it 2 times a week, really. I don't get too greasy, and then I use a dry shampoo at least once a week to buy me more time because my hair is thick and long and it's work. So I just wash it twice a week, and my hair is healthier in the long run for it, and the color stays fresher longer. But at least once every 2 weeks, I use the Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo. It smells kind of like industrial, but it gets the job done. Like if you find that your products aren't working as well, or your hair's a bit lifeless, no matter how much you may wash your hair, sometimes it needs just a good clear shampoo to get it all out. And then other times I'll use the shampoo version of the Tresemme, and this is for color treated hair. So I alternate with that shampoo and this conditioner. I love the pump. It makes my life so much easier, and I go through a lot of conditioner. I use a lot of conditioner. Once a week, at the very least, I deep condition my hair. I use the Moroccan oil intense hydrating mask. They have, I think, 3 different kinds. So they have a mask that is good for fine hair, and they have one for really dry damaged hair, and I use just for medium to thick hair, and it's awesome. I've tried many different brands. I've tried another expensive brand, I don't remember what it was. I tried a couple drugstore brands, and it always felt waxy or filmy. It never felt like it truly sunk into my hair. This, I keep going back. I think it's bloody expensive. This one's $41.50, but it lasts me quite a while, several months. And like I said, I just do it once a week. When I first redid my hair, I did a sombre, as you can tell. When I first redid it, I had to do this like a good 3 times before my hair felt back to normal. But if it wasn't for this, I probably would have ended up trimming my ends. So yay, thank you, you saved me. It saves me all the time. It's such good stuff. Like I said, it really sinks in your hair. It doesn't feel greasy or filmy at all. And the only drawback to this was, you're in the shower and you're trying to get this thing open, and you're trying to close it, like you're holding it between your thighs or whatever. So I went in to get a new one, and she's like, I just used this. Where have you been? Okay, so I had to buy a couple of these. It's $18 each, but this will make my life so much, whoops. Smells so good. This will make my life so much easier in the shower. So yeah, this is how I deep condition my hair. And then, like I said, every other time I just use the Tresemme conditioner, which is good. I mean, it's not expensive, and it does a great job. It's one of the better drugstore brands, I would say. So that is the wash and go part. Most of the time, I would say 98% of the time, I let my hair air dry. I put the Moroccan oil for your hair is the best one for me, but, whoops, that's not it. For a drugstore brand, which I've been using lately, and I got it on sale for $5, but it's the Fructis Marvelous Oil. and it smells really nice. It's good for color treated hair. It's not as good as the Moroccan oil, but it's pretty darn close, and it's a drugstore brand, so I really like it. The kids even like it for their hair, and it does a nice job of conditioning my hair. So after I wash my hair, I put a little bit of that in. Not too much, because if not, it'll weigh down. I always go in more when it's dry, just before I curl my hair. My hair will dry into this kind of like beachy wave, but it's temperamental. It kind of looks a little frizzy and a little, sometimes it's not bad, but I have a hair. Okay. It's still there. Yes, so it doesn't make for very nice second day hair, and then if I want to style it, it just looks messy. So yes, it's really cute that first day, especially if you don't touch it and it dries nice, but after that it's just a big old mess. So once my hair is dry, like I said, I go in with a bit more of this stuff, and then I'm not quite sure what size it is. It looks like a 1 inch, maybe 1 1/4. This is Conair. Nothing fancy, got it from the drugstore, but I've had it for years and I love it. So I just I split my hair into sections, and depending on how much time I have, I usually do it at night after the kids are in bed and the husband's out doing his game board night. So that's when I have the time to do it. It's not, and sleeping on it lets it fall a bit, so it's not so curled. You know, it falls nicely after. But I just take a big section of hair. This is small, and I start about here. I curl like this. I hold it for a few seconds, and I release the clamp a little bit and then bring it down a bit, so I don't get that dent that you get from this clamp here. And I hold it for a few more seconds, and I work my way down, and then I hold it for a few more seconds. It's on high heat, and I try not to get the ends too much because I want more of the volume in the middle. So I'll just run it quickly so it kind of like seals the ends and makes it look nicer than it is. Because listen, my hair is it's dry at the ends because of all the highlights that I did. The Moroccan oil treatment really helps, but I put products in my hair, so it gets a little dry at the end. So that's what I do. If I'm in a rush, I'll take these big sections just to make it look like I had a nice blowout, and if I have time, then I take smaller sections and I do this pretty wave. The reason why I have my hair like this most of the time is just that I can let my hair air dry. For myself, going in with a straightener after my hair dries just it's too flat. So if I want straight hair, I have to blow dry it first, and that's a lot of work with this hair. And then I go in with the straight iron, and the straight iron I have, it's fantastic. Like, it does a great job. It doesn't take me long, but it's more work. So, and also curling my hair gives me more options. So if I put my hair half back, or I put a braid, or I put in a ponytail or a side ponytail, it's got some wave, it's got some texture, so it just makes the look so much nicer. It makes a simple ponytail look much better. So that's why you'll see me with this kind of hair most of the time. And it could be flatter or more curly, it doesn't matter. So the products that I use to style my hair after I curl it is I go in with a bit of this Osis. It's by the same company that I cannot pronounce. So this is the Volume Up Texture Volume Booster Spray. So I get that at the roots a little bit because my hair is heavy and it smells amazing. And then I just, get my fingers in there and, and then I tease my hair a little bit. And then I like it to have some texture. I did a review on a sea salt spray. Which one was it? Well, yeah, I'll list it down below. And that one, it came in a Birchbox, and it was really good. And I found something almost as good at the drugstore. It's the Moroccan sea salt spray. I don't think it was that expensive. I don't have the price on here anymore, but it like I said, tussle your strands to sexy perfection with this weightless leave-in surf mist. So it gives texture, it helps separate the curls a little bit so it's not too one-dimensional, I guess. But I just use a little bit of it, and I mostly spray it on my hands and do this and then scrunch my hair with it. So that way it doesn't weigh it down too much, because it does make it very hard for your hair to brush out. One tip is, if you can, just use it the next day. If you're going to sleep on your hair that's freshly curled, then use it the next day, so that way your hair doesn't get too tangled. because it does make your hair a bit tangly. To dry shampoo my hair, I use the same company, the same kind of line, always Osis, not Oasis, Osis. Sorry, Refresh Dust Texture Bodifying Dry Shampoo, and it's light control, which is good because though I have thick hair, if I put too much, it's gonna grease it up. I was using the Tresemme for a little while, but I found that if you went in a little too much, then it just looked like your hair was worse than it was before. And I was talking to my my hairdresser, and she really recommended this, not just because she sells the products there, but she's used it on her own hair, and she's got like, well, she has nice long hair, not lice, nice. And so she recommended it, and she's right, it's really, really good. I spray a little bit, it really comes out fast too. It's like super powerful. If you're in a rush, this stuff is gonna get it done. Hang on. Like, I jump every time I use it, but I get it in there, I let it sit for a few minutes, I take my fingers and I massage it into my scalp, and then I brush it out, and it really does. It, like, my hair looks great, and it's one of the only ones that I know of that you can use twice in a row. So I've gone 2 days using just this. I got a sample product, and it came just in time because I had just highlighted my hair. It's, I got it from Sephora, this little sample size. Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. Fresh Cut Split End Mender. So it's a split end treatment. Now, I never really felt like I needed those kind of treatments before. After 3-4 months, you know, if I noticed my hair looked really, really messy at the ends, then I knew it was time for a trim. I'm lucky that I can stretch out the haircuts in between. But, you know, after highlighting like this, I noticed that my ends were, yeah, a little fried crispy. So I put this in a little bit when my hair was wet, and I put it in again after when my hair was dry, just a little bit, and it really did help. It just looked less messy and nasty. So I'm not quite sure how much this goes for. I'll check next time I'm in Sephora, but this was really good. I don't know if anybody else has tried any Living Proof stuff. It's really, I've heard of it before, but I've never bought any products for them. I'm more of a makeup junkie than a hair junkie. Like, I get stuff for my hair that I really need. It's still a lot, but stuff that I like really need for the style that I'm going for. I don't have like 3 of one thing. That's, like I said, I'm more of a makeup junkie, but these are the products that I use to help take care of my hair. Everyone always compliments me on my hair, and thank you very much. I think a lot of it has to do with my hairdresser. She is fantastic. She knows how to cut my hair. She knows how to deal with this thick hair. You know, she knows how to highlight it, so, you know, for the least damage possible. And I have good hair too. I have good hair. Like, it's thick and it's crazy sometimes, but it's strong. It takes a beating. So I'm very, very, very lucky. I'm really lucky. So yeah, thank you for watching, and let me know any products that you guys have tried that have really worked for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.